Welcome to the Love of Books, Movies, and Happiness. Today's book review is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Now, you may have heard of her if you've read or heard of the Fourth Wing series, then Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and now Onyx Storm, which either is just coming out shortly, hopefully. Um, she has also done some other stories, including some more adult romances. And The Last Letter is the first one of her adult romances that I picked up to read. Did not get anything of what I was expecting. That's not a bad thing. Just to warn you in advance, this book does contain some trigger subjects, such as a child with cancer, military issues, miscommunication, that kind of thing. So if that's something you don't like reading, or you don't like reading a book that's going to make you feel all the emotions, then I would pass on it. But if you're okay with that and you know going into it that it's there, make sure you get yourself a cozy chair, grab a blanket, maybe a fireplace or a heater, your favorite hot drink, and get ready to feel all the emotions with The Last Letter. So we meet Ella. She has her brother who is in special ops. She's a single mom, and she's asked her brother if he has any friends on the team who don't get any mail, just someone that she could be a pen pal for. Well, he tells her about his teammate Chaos. It's his nickname. And she starts writing him letters. Now, at first, Chaos isn't too thrilled with it, because as far as he's concerned, he doesn't need anyone. He doesn't need the connection. Excuse me, sorry. He'd rather just be on his own. But eventually, he starts to read her letters, and they start exchanging pen pal letters. And it's nothing, super serious or anything in the beginning. It's just she's writing about her daily life and just giving him a glimpse into normal, everyday stuff. Talks about her kids. She has two son and a daughter, twins. Talks about her resort business that she has, and just kind of uses the pen pal as a way to vent everything that she can't say to anyone else. And for Chaos, they kind of become a lifeline to everyday life. He can say things to her that he can't say to others. So they really enjoy their letter writing. But then something happens to the children, and life just takes a really hard turn for Ella, and her letters to Chaos and to her brother are what really helps her get through it. As her daughter ends up finding out that she has a rare form of cancer in her bones. So now she's dealing with that. She's got a son who's healthy and is trying to do sports and everything else. And then she's got a daughter who's developed a bone cancer, and now they're going to the hospital all the time, and just everyday life of that. Well, things get more complicated. She gets some bad news about her brother, which leads to Chaos coming to town. Only she doesn't know that it's Chaos, because he doesn't give his nickname. He just gives his actual name, which she's never heard. The rest of the story is a story of connection, romance, but it's more of the military guy who's just trying to keep a promise to a friend, and Ella, who's a little leery on anyone in special ops or men in general. She's got her kids, she's happy, she doesn't want to deal with anything else. So, throughout the story, there is miscommunications. They reach a point where she finds out that he hasn't been completely honest on who he is. Things get complicated. But it's a good story. There is, in typical Rebecca Yarros style, there are several plot twists. Several. The cancer is one of them. But that I think that's more of just a misdirection, and then the actual plot twist just kind of smacks you in the face towards the end of the book. So if you haven't read it yet, then I would stop here, go out and get yourself a copy. I do give it 5 out of 5-star rating. It's well written, believable characters, and it's one it's gonna stick with you. You're not gonna forget it. If you have kids, it's gonna make you want to go hug your kids afterwards and just be glad that they're okay. So if you're looking for that kind of story, then definitely go out and find The Last Letter. All right, guys. Until next time, keep reading.